Monday morning, guys. Zach with SLR. We're back for a new week. Hadn't put a video up since we did the Magnolia Springs project, but we're moving some material around. We're actually about to go ahead to another job in Fish River, so I'll get you guys on that. But this is a job we've been working on the past week and a half or so. Got it finished up this past Friday. This is actually Rick's parents' house, one of the owners of the company. This is his parents' house, and they're awesome people. But they had a big pecan tree blow down during the hurricane. Hurricane Sally came through and blew a big pecan tree down, and so we, of course, had to tear up the yard, getting all the stuff out, getting the tree debris out. But we installed, I think it was 6 pallets of zoysia, various different plants, 2 teddy bear magnolias on each corner of the house, and then we put a really good looking flagstone walkway in. You guys are used to seeing that on the channel. It's one of our signature designs here, so here it is. And I've got some before pictures I'll throw in the video, see what you guys kind of see what it looked like before. We got the various plants in. This is a big oak we transplanted a couple years ago, but there's the magnolias. Got some African iris, some not daylily, variegated flax, and we have to put the stuff in the joints. Some azaleas, the other magnolia, but we need to put it. Got to put the stuff in the joints yet. So if you god dang it, I can't think of what it's called. It's polymeric sand, but it ain't. But anyways, you guys go check out the Fells Avenue project, and you'll see the same stuff we put in the joints. So let's go get started on Fish River. All right, we are headed down the road. Got the machine loaded up. The guys are behind me. They got the we got the extra flagstone from Rick's parents. We're gonna go take it to Rick's house, get it unloaded. But this next project is on Fish River. This is a project we did. This couple had a whole renovation done on this house. I think Chris Francis Tree Service out of Daphne, they came in before we did back in February, I believe. They took out in excess of 30 trees. Just the lot was real wooded. It is a water lot. It does go down to the water. They got a boat lift and all that jazz. But Chris Francis came in, took out all those trees ahead of us and ground down all the stumps. So when we got there, we had a bunch of demo to get taken care of, and we hauled, I don't know, I think it was like 5 dumpsters worth out there. That's before we had the dump truck. If we did, it'd been a lot busier than that. But we probably took out 5 or 6 dumpsters of just debris and stuff like that. So we demoed, got the irrigation installed and the sod and gray work installed back in February. And this past August, we did all the prep work for the beds back then too, but this past August we came back in and got everything planted. We planted a huge magnolia, not a magnolia tree, excuse me, a satsuma tree. It turned out awesome, but the plants we got the plants in there, and the project was done. Back in September, or whenever Hurricane Sally came through, of course, they had a couple more trees fall in the backyard, so the tree company they hired came in and tore up a little bit of the grass. So we're actually headed there now to get all the old stuff out, replace what's needed, probably bring us some new tops. So I think we're going to take out a big magnolia, so that'll be interesting. Just to eliminate any other trees from falling down in the future. So we're going to go ahead and take it down and get all that stuff cleaned up. So I'll give you guys a rundown when we get there. All right, guys, we have arrived. And just like I told you guys a second ago, we were here initially back in February of this year, and we got all the demo done, all the trees were taken out, we got the gray work, irrigation installed, and we also got the sod installed, the zoysia. So we came back in August, I believe it was still hot outside, and planted everything in the front and back beds. So we're here today to basically finish the cleanup and reconstruction of what was tore up from the hurricane. So this magnolia tree is leaning. It used to be a good looking tree leaning straight up, and it had a big branch that went right there that came out that really made it look symmetrical, but it's leaning. So we're going to take it down here in a few minutes. But the backyard here, it's all pretty tore up and pretty muddy from the guys who were in here before, out of their control. We had like 3 big pine trees come out of the corner right here that fell, almost landed on the fountain, and they landed close to the house. But we got to get all this hemmed up. We're gonna take all this old grass out and bring a decent amount more dirt in here that's more sandy, so we can get the moisture out of the yard. So because it's holding a lot of moisture right now, because the river is straight down. It's not that far, maybe 50 or 60 yards down there. And when Hurricane Sally came through, the water came all the way up to the planter boxes we built right there. So we're going to try to get the water issue mitigated for them. But these are the plants we installed back in August. Some of them are looking pretty rough. The hurricane beat them up. But I'll walk around to the front yard. I believe if I fire up my old GoPro, I think I've got some old footage of us actually demoing this job. So I'll see if I can find that and put it in there, if my old camera will come on. But this is the front. Little landscape, little parking pad up front. There was a bunch of trees up there and all that. So it's gonna turn out. So let's see if we can cut a tree down. Alright guys, hope you guys are enjoying the video. We finally got the tree down and cut up, and this stump is way bigger than I ever anticipated it to be. It's all the T650 Bobcat here wanted. I have dug up many stumps with this machine, and I've been able to get in there and cut the side roots out depending on different species of trees, and normally have to dig a lot out from around it. That's the tricky part about using a small skid loader like this one instead of a big track hoe. But if you're persistent like I am and doing machine work like this, you can always make it happen if you have the room. If we were in a lot tighter space like this, definitely would not be able to dig it up. We'd just cut it low as we could, and then grade dirt over top of it so grass could grow. So hope you guys enjoy watching me dig this stump up here. You'll see when I get it up out of the hole here in a minute that a lot of root system to this magnolia tree. I never would have anticipated it'd be this diverse, but it definitely was, and definitely put up a fight.